And Trump administration officials are stepping up the diplomatic push to end the war in Ukraine.
Now this as the U.S. continues its military buildup in the Caribbean and faces scrutiny for strikes on suspected drug trafficking boats.
CBS News correspondent Bradley Blackburn, joins us from New York with the very latest. Bradley, good morning.
AJ, Heather, good morning. This conversation between U.S. officials and Russian President Vladimir Putin could be challenging. There are some big divides here, including over whether Ukraine should give up land to Russia and what kind of security guarantees Ukraine could get to prevent another invasion in the future. And as these talks continue, the violence isn't stopping.
President Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner and U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff are set to meet Tuesday with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Moscow.
I think that there's a good chance we can make a deal.
For months, President Trump has been working to broker an end to the fighting sparked by Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022.
Last month, we had 27,000 people killed in that ridiculous war that should have never happened.
While that diplomacy plays out, the Trump administration is stepping up U.S. military presence in the Caribbean, moving the USS Gerald Ford aircraft carrier to St. Thomas. This comes as one of the 21 drug boat strikes on suspected narco-terrorists is now under growing scrutiny. The Washington Post reported Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth gave an order to kill everybody on board before a vessel attack on September 2nd. When 2 people survived, the Post says the Special Operations Commander overseeing the attack ordered a second strike to comply with Hegseth's instructions, and the 2 men were blown apart in the water. While Hegseth has denied he gave any such order, Democratic and Republican lawmakers are vowing to investigate.
There's a lack of clarity in what is a very significant military action.
We'll begin our oversight and get to the facts.
On Thursday, Navy Admiral Frank Mitch Bradley, who the White House said ordered the second strike, is expected to provide a classified briefing to lawmakers overseeing the military.
And President Trump met with his national security team last night to talk about Venezuela and what the U.S. plans to do next. More than 12,000 sailors and Marines are positioned in the region, and one option reportedly on the table, Heather and AJ, includes airstrikes on the Venezuelan mainland.
All right, well, that would certainly be a step up there. Bradley, thank you.